What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Clam. I'll be your caster for this evening. We got a little bit of a different look here. It's going to be the NACL League playoff action going on here, and it's going to be losers round 2 here. It's going to be St. Louis Scourge Academy going up against the Salt Lake Spectres Academy as well, and we'll see what ends up happening here. We'll take a quick rundown of the map set because I do believe we are just about ready to get things started here. And well, if you like Den, you're gonna like this series. If not, maybe avert your eyes a little bit, but that's only if we do need to go the distance after all in this one. The guaranteed first 3 is Scar, Raid, and then the Den, and then we might need to see a couple extra ones in the end if the teams are feeling a little bit more resilient in the end. But it looks like we already are off to the races here. Let's get things underway. Scar HP to start things off. And I'm not be perfectly honest, I don't know a ton about this league. Just got in here the other day, so I'm curious to see what the players are going to bring on this one. We'll start out with Caboose on Scourge. Well, looks like we're going to end the game because I think somebody probably dropped, I would imagine. We'll cut back to me for a minute here because I'm not sure exactly what happened in that one. Gives me a little bit of time to talk over the series. Wasn't sure, exactly if they were going to be ready or not, but I mean, we do got that triple Den if we do need to see it late in the series. And like I said, I don't know a ton about these players, but I'm excited to see what they're going to bring here because I feel like this is, this isn't the tippity top. This is sort of the Contenders division. So we might be seeing quite a few mistakes coming through from both these teams. And I feel like I always talk about it. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes usually ends up winning the series. Obviously it does come down to slaying a lot of the time, but sometimes you can get outslayed and still win. I've seen it time and time again here. So we'll pull up the maps one more time for you guys to get familiar here. And I mean, that Raid S&D is probably going to be one I'm circling here. That's going to be super important to try and convert there. Raid's been out for, over a decade now. If you're not good on that map, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. You should at least have an idea of what you're doing. Whether or not the execution's there, that's to be determined. But yeah, it should definitely at least have some experience on this map over the others at the very least. And it looks like it was a quick little restart. Maybe no crash. I'm not sure exactly what the deal was, but we're going to hop back in. And we'll see if they are able to get things started with a bang this time and not end it with a whimper. Scourge Academy starting things off here. The number 3 seed going against the number 7 seed in Spectres. We'll see if they're able to start off strong like they did last time. And I'm curious, let's go on board with somebody different this time. Let's see. Who am I feeling like going? Let's go on board with Lemur. I like that name, Lemur. Let's go on board with Lemur, see what he's cooking with. Going toward top red here. He's going to meet a couple of players, make it 3 players in front of him. Wins the first one. Ego Chalzal a little off the mark with those shots. And now it's going to be Scourge Academy with the chance to try and soak on the better side. But Bodies stacking him up. Lines up 2. Quaza for the quick trade. And, well, basically dead even off the opening. But Scourge Academy on the better side of spawns and the better side of time at the moment. So great stuff from them to be able to hold this. Talk about it all the time. I feel like when you're spawning in this bad green area, it can be absolute hell to try and get out. So if you lose the opening break on a map like Scar, you can find yourself in the hole early on, and Thomas punishing them. Double kill from mid-cut, and Spectre Academy struggling to try and get out of this area. Really just Bodies with the kills at the moment, and time winding down. We'll head toward P2. Who's going to even have a foothold in it? Well, so far it is Scourge. Skyline, do you even read this corner? That's a deep one there from Carbos, and now that's going to be all red in the time for the moment. How does Spectre Academy approach this break? Do they try and funnel through? It looks like just straight from the front. Is the gunny going to be there? They're trying to determine if they can get something going. Bodies does rip another one, having himself a great start. Skyline for the second. Challen coming out, but it's going to be Life lining him up, knocking him down, and Lemur's pretty far out of the play. I do like this route, but maybe a little bit too slow for my liking, and he should be able to clean up at very least one here, and he will. Are you able to get shots into the second? You do, and it's going to be the team shots coming through. So Spectre should be able to soak a little bit of time. As I say that, though, it's going to be 3 falling again. Lemur the only one left, and it just seems like the slaying off the gate has just been all for Scourge Academy. Doing whatever he can to try and make sure that his team is doing everything in their power to get time. And so far, I mean, 60-second lead. First 2 hills comfortably going your way. Rotations are going to be everything on this map, and I feel like Spectre, you just need to try and have an early setup, because so far, we've not really had a chance to get a clean break, get that clean setup that you need, and it can be difficult to try and break on some of these hills when the other team is set up in their positioning, and if your nades aren't good, it might just be the end of the approach on your hill, just in general. Spectre able to get a little bit of time at the very least here, but spawns are going to flip. Cam, top green, finds the first and the second one. Nice shots from Cam. at range there. That'll open up the approach now for Lemur and crew to try and push for the time here. And Cam's still up here, but not a whole lot to be done. That plane heady is tremendously hard to try and kill people on, especially when they're on the pixel angle there. So, you know, I respect the chow. It's a difficult one. It's not for the light-hearted, the faint-hearted, I guess you could say. But so far, it has just been Scourge, just controlling the pace of the game, the better gunny, the better rotations so far. And we might be looking at an early map one if Spectre Academy don't turn up here soon. I feel like just need to start taking some routes on rotation. They got a little bit of time on that P3 plane hill because they set up early, but Scourge was able to break right on back, and now it's, I mean, just the blender you find yourself in. Cam, the only one up, able to get one, but that is going to get immediately shut down, and so far, I mean, I'm not going to call chickens before they hatch or anything, but this is really Scourge's map to lose. I feel like they are coming out incredibly hot in this one. I believe they are in their listen-ins right now, so let's go into an early listen-in with the Scourge Academy. See how they're going to be common here. It's map number 1.
One top blue. One shot. He's going to be our back.
Nade in the back, a nade in your
Right.
back.
Cam's P1. Lemur dead in the back. He's playing the heady outside of market.
One front.
Front.
Short side.
I'm going to.
Absolute. Half. It's going to be your front.
Cam's
top
dead
green.
front.
Bodies is top green.
I heard you on that. Don't see top green.
Going P2 here. Still top green.
Tag
He's
him.
backing off right shoulder, so do not hop up front. Top green dead?
Body's dead top. One deep red.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Nice.
Should be top
That's 3,
green.
that's 3. Last one in the back. Bodies. Back right.
pushing him. Weak in the back.
I just got pinched. There's
Bodies
gonna be
are
one
still
our
weak
front
in the
and one
back.
our back time.
All good.
Lemur dead time. One top green.
Skyline a little low on time.
I'm gonna pull out AR.
One dead. I heard
One's
you on that,
18.
Yo, just set up new. Fuck this. I'm going in.
No,
18
one
dead.
shot time.
You on my top? I trust you on that.
And that is the comms of the Scourge Academy there. Still this 100-point gap. Spectre was able to get a little bit of that time on P5, but so far it feels like every single hill has gone red. We really haven't seen Spectre Academy show much in the, you know, their ability to hold. Even when they do have that rotations, they are quickly broken, and I feel like Lemur and Skyline struggling in the slang department in particular. You need them to turn up if you don't want this to be a complete blowout here, to even have a chance to make this comeback a reality. And, well, Lemur, not sure if I love this route coming through. You see it on the flip side as well. You got number 4 Quaza doing the same thing, but this is probably a little bit better route. You want the blue spawns here, and I mean, Lemur, you're going to find a kill off of it, but is it going to be worth it in the end here is really going to be my question. And I don't know if it was or not, but hey, Bodies with the 4 spree, trying to get something going here toward market. He's going to kill everybody on the point, and it doesn't really matter if that route, if I love it or not. When Spectre Academy are shooting back, it's definitely more of a competitive approach for sure. Not to state the obvious or anything, but so far, decent P1. Much better than last time around. Will the P2 rotation be better as well? I feel like you have a chance to try and break them in the back. Lemur, some sloppy shots on the first, but does a ton of damage, and he will get credit for that assist and the double up. So, Spectre, they're on the hill. How long can you hold it here? You don't really have any trophy systems as of yet. You got Palmas with the wall bag. You got all 4 members of Scourge from the front, and that's going to happen. The double kill from the nade, as they're all stacked on top of each other. Bodies laying them down right now. Skyline with a double kill on the point. I believe now it should be Spectre Academy with a chance to try and hold, but as I say that, what is that? 4 dead coming through immediately. Scourge off a spawn, just shutting them down in every way imaginable. Scourge, as long as you're able to hold the rest of this, is going to cross the 200-point threshold here, so pretty much within striking distance of closing it now on the plane hill. And Spectre Academy, you know, it's the same points I've had earlier. You know, you're rotating a little bit early on some of these hills, but doesn't really seem to matter too much. You're just not winning those pivotal gunfights on rotation. Cam trying to find one, but Palmas might have found you instead, and he will. Turn and burn gonna happen. At the very least, you have Bodies in the back, able to pick up one toward blue, and that's gonna spawn his entire roster here, so they're gonna have a chance on rotation. But still, you're down over 100 at this point. It would have to be an amazing comeback, really, from Spectre, and really, I don't see it unless you're able to step up to the plate. We've seen a little bit better slaying in the tail end, but still pretty decisive. It's going to be Carbos on the hill, soaking to his heart's content. Team shots ripping and roaring through, and it's Quaza with 28 and 14, pushing up aggressively, getting the spawn kills. Now just 20 seconds away from closing it, and Spectre, I mean, you are in absolute hell back green here. Cam able to spawn out, and the rest of his teammates not blocking for the side of Scourge. So, I mean, you get a lifeline if you're Spectre. You don't lose it here, but it's going to have to be literal perfection, and I don't know if that's going to be a possibility here. Body's having a good map, but just needs his team to try and turn up and make it a reality, but unlikely. Seen crazy comebacks, though. Maybe not this crazy. This would be a fantastic comeback if you're able to make this happen. This would be a demoralizing comeback, to be honest, but we'll see if that's going to be the case. Cam on the hill. Gonna need some help from the front here. And he's not gonna get it in time. Body's in the back. Can't win the important gunfight. Now just left to Skyline. He gets the trade. Can you make it to second? And it's not gonna happen. Lyth, the E-sub coming in. Gonna take care of business. Carbos on the time. And this should just about be it with that double coming through. You got one last player to try and make a attempt at a break, but that'll do it. And that is a decisive map number 1, 250 to 119 in the end. Not exactly a close affair. And kind of what I thought, you know, when I saw the seeding going into this one. I wasn't sure what to expect, really, from either of these teams. You know, I haven't seen any of them play, but, you know, typically, I feel like, you know, when you're 5-1 in the regular season, you know, number 3 seed coming through, I feel like you're probably the favorite matchup in this one. Maybe not quite that favorite. I thought maybe it was going to be a little closer than that one, but not to be. And Scourge take a dominant map number 1 performance there. Great map from Quaza and Pomus there, doing a lot of damage for themselves. And we're going to be heading to that search and destroy. It's going to be raid, and really, with how that map looks, I'm not looking too promising at Spectre's future in this series. They're going to need to do something incredible in these next couple of maps, especially this S&D. It has to start with here. If you lose this map, it's probably going to be a quick 3-0, but I mean, if you end up converting this one, you could definitely extend the series. I mean, we got Triple Den toward the end in the map set here, and raid, I mean, this is going to be one you're going to have to convert here to see something, you know, maybe a map 5 potential Neslo angle on the cards, but we'll see if that's going to be the case. I'm going to send it to a quick break while we get the lobby locked and loaded. We'll be right back with that raid S&D here in a bit. are back with map number 2, Raid S&D, and this is going to be a pivotal one for Spectre. I have a feeling they're going to need to come out swinging on this search and destroy to try and tie things up. Otherwise, this one could quickly get out of control here. And look at this route from Life. He's just pushing straight into your spawn, and still nobody pushed up toward B. The bomb will eventually get dropped, but is it going to be in time? You got Quaza mid-map, rips the first one. Life going for the child, gets the bomb planter off and denies. Now 2v3. Make it 2v2 now. Hold up. Still possible. Carbos does find Cam in the corner, and now it's going to be Body. He's going to have to go for the ace here. Low HP. He'll wiggle on out of here. Lined up 2 on the pinch. Can you find anyone else? It's going to come down to timing. If you could find Carbos, it's still possible, but unfortunately, not checking it. It's going to be Scourge with the aggression toward mid-map, shutting down that B push early on. And they'll strike first, continuing that momentum that they showed in the first one. And I'm not sure if I love how slow you push toward B there. If you're a Spectre, I feel like you had an opportunity to try and lay it. You didn't see anyone there. You might as well go quickly and try and get the bomb down. But, I mean, you're probably just not expecting that pressure from Scourge so early on toward mid. You just got to be watching the cutoffs, man. Scourge Academy taking full advantage of the situation. Curious if anybody's going to be sniping here. I'm not sure the rules in this league. I know some leagues allow them. I feel like most leagues allow them. That was really just at the start of the year. We had that, you know, kind of weird era where it was like, do they, don't they use the snipes? But no snipers as of yet. Life with the first. Second one dropping as well, and this should be an early bomb plant. Life 11 HP, more than he needed, and even tagging the third one as well. Lemur and Bodies left to clean it up here, and now just Bodies. 1v4, you get the first, but the rest of your team gets obliterated in the blink of an eye, and it's just a fast round again. Scourge Academy pushing pace. They'll get the second as well, and so far it's been pretty consistent, pretty good looks from Scourge. What are you gonna do if you're Spectre? What's the play call gonna be? Because I feel like, you know, the first one maybe played a little bit too slow in the offense. That one you just kind of got, you know, bulldozed. Plain and simple, not a whole lot to be done. How do you respond now on the offense? So far, it's only Bodies that spawned in. It was kind of a similar trend in map 1. I feel like it was a 2-man show. It was Cam and Bodies. You were really missing Lemur and Skyline. Are they going to be able to step up to the plate? Really, can you get some trades going on here? Can you shut down the pressure? And it's going to be Life pushing incredibly aggressive. Bodies tagged incredibly low through the wall here. Water routes from 2 different members of Spectre, and they're playing a little bit with more pace, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. The shots are raining down from the sky. You got Life thinking about pushing forward, maybe a little bit too far forward for my liking here. Lemur in the water. Oh, he does find it. Shot a little early, but they're still able to get it done. Palmas with the next one back, and you know Lemur's in the water. You know where they're both at now. Shot a little early. Lemur and Skyline, they both tagged so incredibly low. And still Skyline, probably, I mean, a bullet in mid. Caught with your knife out. 1v1 now, Lemur versus Carbos. This is going to be a huge round. 2 for Lemur. Oh, the timing. Oh, the timing is horrible. Neither of them saw each other. And this is going to favor Carbos the more the time goes on here. If Lemur is able to drop the bomb, he could potentially win this one, but I don't know if it's going to get allowed or not. And, oh, he saw him. Knife is out, and that is not exactly ideal. He runs out of bullets, though. And it's Scourge Academy yet again. They'll get the third on the board. That one did come down to another 1v1. Just not enough. Carbos stays alive somehow in that one. I mean, I thought it was going to be the wallbang coming through, but just not enough. Scourge Academy just rolling through their opponents. Looking good to maybe potentially close this one out early and potentially make a loser's bracket run as well, because we're only in losers round 2, ladies and gentlemen. You know, reminder, loser goes home, so, you know, this is for your tournament life, but there's still a lot more matches to be played if you do end up moving on and winning them quickly, so... First blood gonna be from Cam, though. Or it looks like actually that was Skyline. Codcaster is perpetually bugged till the end of time, and I gotta love that. Skyline, actually Lemur with the second one coming through, and it's gonna be 3 falling early on, and this should be Spectre Academy's round written all over it. We'll see if any scams come through. Carbos is gonna be spotted. Lemur, her body's gonna fall. God, the kill feeds mess with me, this map. And if you're Spectre, You just got to make sure you're not getting caught. You got all your bases covered. And Skyline's going to spot him toward top art. So this should be a conversion. We'll see who's able to clean him up here. Oh, the timing, though. Might work out, actually, for Carbos. He's still in the same spot he was 30 seconds ago, which isn't exactly ideal, so not a whole lot of options, and he'll finally get cleaned up after a little bit of waiting. Try and get something going, but the first one on the board for Spectre there, so. I mean, hey, it starts with 1. Can't make a comeback happen if you're not down, so. We'll see if they can build any sort of momentum off that, and I do kind of want to see somebody whip out the boomstick here, get some sniper action going, especially if you're going to be going toward B a whole lot if you're Spectre Academy. You might as well try and get that first blood pick, either toward Tiki or Cutout. Get something going, but they did it last round without. We'll see if they could do it again. It's the double up from Lemur in that last one that made the difference. Looks like we're headed toward A. It looks like Skyline's headed toward mid, and he rips the first one. No trade either. Huge first blood coming through. Now Lythe has a lot to do. He's the only one here toward Laundry, and this is a highly wall-bangable position. He'll eat a bullet. Backs down for the moment. Tries to reposition, and he finds the equalizer. 3v3. Cam's been spotted toward Ring, and now what do you do if you're Spectre? You got the A-bomb, but you don't have Laundry. Probably the most important part of the A-bomb, but looks like Lythe's just gonna jump out and give away his life there. That allows Lemur to get a couple more kills here. And it's another clutch situation Carbos finds himself in. This time you're gonna have to defend, and a lot more manageable this time. Not the 1v4, just the 1v2, but regardless, not easy. Bomb's gonna get dropped. Carbos has Laundry. He has the window as well. Both weapons in the back pocket. Can you find the first one here? And he might be able to. The timing works out for him. MPC in the back pocket, but no, the slide underneath the grass there is just enough to stay alive, and a good bait and switch coming through. Maybe an unintentional bait and switch, but the positioning works out. And it will be Spectre with the second, so maybe starting to find some footing on this map here. That third round they lost, it did come down to a 1v1, and they won the next 2, so. Not out of it yet. They'll keep it within a round. Not sure exactly if I love that play that Lythe did, where he just, you know, jumped out of Laundry, but wasn't expecting that second player there. I guess understandable, but a little risky. And Cam is going to spot this player here, and I don't know if they spotted Lythe, but they should know that at very least one is in the water, but Lythe is already gone. It's going to come down to this gunfight right here, and he loses it. That is a huge pickup coming through. Lythe thought he made the play, but getting a little too antsy the last couple of rounds, just gets poor timing. The bomb does go down, so Scourge, they can still win this round, especially Carbos in the Tiki position. This is going to be such a pivotal kill here. He spots the first one, goes for the chout, finds it. 3v3 now. Skyline looking to try and defuse the bomb. He's on it, though. He's on it. Already 3/4 of the way done, and they're just going to get the ninja defuse right in front of you. And that is the type of plays that win you tournaments right there. Spectre with balls of steel. They'll get the third one. And we have a ball game, folks. What a win there. A super risky strategy, but hey, you gotta watch the bomb, guys. Seen it too many times. I'll throw my teammates under the bus. They cost me doing that type of stuff, not checking the bomb, so. 3 apiece now, and it's gonna be another nade from Skyline. This guy has been on point with those Cobes. Pressure though from mid. Palmas spots him. Shots are gonna land. A little off the mark here. Both players will back down. Skyline gonna reposition. Still no Laundry control for Spectre. Nades off the mark, and you can rotate this toward B. It's wide open, but Lemur thinking about trying to lay the rock. Will get cleaned up here. Bodies gets the trade. Actually, Cam gets the trade. Bodies here as well. They're gonna pick the bomb up, and honestly, if they know they're here, they could probably rotate this one out, but they're gonna lay the rock anyway. Plaza. Palmas left last alive, and what a pop-up there. Nice shots. Leaves Palmas in the clutch situation now. And he rips the second one. Still possible. Do you read the pinch from Skyline is going to be the question or not. I think Skyline should have the timing window. And he'll clean it up. And Spectre Academy, 4 straight from the depths. Comeback swinging. I'm not sure what's happened from Scourge. From map 1 to now, just seems like Spectre have turned up. Starting to make some better plays. Starting to get those kills that they weren't getting in that Scar. And I feel like, honestly, Scourge making some mistakes. I mean, you can't be allowing ninja diffuses like that to come through, especially when there's multiple members alive. It wasn't even like it was a 1v3. It was like a 3v2 or something. And you knew where most of them were, so mistakes like that can cost you dearly. Back to the drawing board now for Scourge. First one, gonna drop though. Quaza, a huge blood to find there, because I feel like Skyline was starting to heat up. He gets the first one, shuts him down, and now Lyth pushing forward, gets another one. Lemur through the smoke though. He's gonna get the bomb planter. He'll get the bomb planter here, drops him. Cam with another 1v2 for Cam here, but Lyth should be able to spot him with that rotation coming through. Off the mark with the shots though. Maybe shot a little too early. Didn't really need to commit to that gunfight yet. But bomb should go down here, so it's still going to be a difficult situation for Cam to pull this off regardless. Lyth in prime position to cut mid-map as well, so Cam shouldn't be able to spot him before he does, but you never know with some of these gunfights, and there we go. There's the cleanup from Lyth, and Scourge stop the bleeding. They apply the tourniquet. Make sure they convert around here, because I'm starting to get out of hand. Good stuff coming through. 4 apiece now. We're going to be guaranteed 2 rounds at the very most, but this one has all the makings of going 11. And we'll just see who has the most ice in the end. So far, I feel like Spectre has had pretty good ice in some of these situations, but also, I mean, Scourge has just been, you know, playing better on the kill department, so we'll see what it ends up coming down to here. Are they going to be clean rounds, or are they going to be sloppy? And Pamos, well, off the mark with those shots on the pre-fire. Bodies thinking about going for it, but nice double up coming through the team shots. Get that player so weak. Pamos is there for the trade. He might get another one. Is here. Well, here, Bodies incredibly low in this position up here. Quaza thinking about getting aggressive, and he is going for it. Finds it as well. Lemur and Bodies in a horrible situation. Both in the water. I don't know if this is going to work, but you don't have a whole lot of options left, and it'll be Lyth for the hat trick. And Spectre, or excuse me, Scourge, closing out that round. First to reach map point here. And now 1 round away from going up 2-0 in this series. See if they're able to find one more. It's been a struggle for them in the past few, but still a chance now if you're Spectre. We've seen the momentum shift back and forth. Will it be their time? I'm curious what this play call is going to be here from Scourge. They're going to be on the offense. They have the momentum after the last couple of rounds. Where are they going to close it? It looks like potential toward A. Fast approach. Lyth's going to eat a nade, and well, Quaza throws one as well. It's going to be the 1 for 2. Scourge with all the pressure toward A, and now Spectre left to respond. And they are both toward open as well. This is going to be a free bomb plant. Lyth, I'm not sure if I love that shell egoing across the map like that. But he has been getting pretty fast and loose with his life, this map, I will say. Sometimes to their detriment, but sometimes it has benefited them. Playing the one and done corner, going for the chow, finds it as well. Lemur, 1v3 for the map. Not a ton of time, and what a nade coming through. Lyth just eats that one. We'll see you in the next round. Caboose and Pamos just have to play the clock, though, so we might not end up needing to see another round after all. It would have to be an incredible clutch, and Lemur can't find the first one. It's going to be Scourge. Who else but the Scourge Academy? They'll go up 2-0 in this one. That got a little hairy toward the middle of that map, though. I'm not going to lie. It seemed like they were throwing some rounds left and right, but you clutch up in the end, and that's all that matters in the end is whether there's a dub on the scoreboard for your team or if there isn't. Much better effort, though, from the Spectre guys in this one, I will say. You know, map 1 was pretty bad, but that one was a lot cleaner, I feel like. There was definitely some mistakes, I feel like, from both teams for sure, and it, you know, took a little bit for Spectres to get the gunny going. You know, the first couple of rounds a little rough, but they bounced back. They looked a lot better in that one, but I mean, unfortunately for them, we're heading back to another respawn, which is where you kind of got dominated last time. So it's going to be Den Overload to start our potential 3-map Den Gauntlet here, but I'm not going to lie. St. Louis Scourge, they're looking pretty good to close it out in 3. We're going to send it to a quick break while we get that one locked and loaded. We'll be right back with what could be the final one here in a bit. we are back with what could be the final map in this match here. It's been Scourge so far, you know, in the respawn, especially showing out in dominant form. The last search and destroy was Spectre's chance, I feel like, and well, they might have missed their opportunity. We'll see how this overload goes, but they're not up to the par in the slaying department. I fear this might be Scourge Academy with the hot 3-0 in this one. Spectre off the break, though. Do get a couple of kills. We'll push up the map, but to no avail. They'll get shut down. Skyline, though, pushes straight down, gets a timing window. He might be able to have a chance to get his team some pressure, but it might not be enough. It's Thomas with the double kill, with the first one for Scourge. And off the opening break, I mean, that's all you can really ask for is that quick score, especially on the good side here. And Pamas still not done in your space. Living rent-free, finally gets cleaned up, but that first one does go through, so we'll see how Spectre respond. They're actually getting the kills in your base. You still left Quaza behind, though. And honestly, Quaza might be a little late to the party. This wrap, if it comes through quick enough, this is going to be a free score coming through. It's going to be up to Carbos and crew to try and shut it down. And is it going to be enough or not? It will barely hold on here. So close. But so far, if you are Spectre, and I thought that was going to be it, but not to be the case. Carbos and crew, maybe a little bit late to their own party here. They thought about getting involved, but they're going to get it completely shut down as well. So back and forth, the tug-of-war we go. Bodies off of spawn, lines them up, gets the first one. Pistols out, pistols better, and that should be the guaranteed dunk, but the nade comes through. The team kill at the goal line. Oh, and that should have been Spectres all over it. And how unfortunate. I think the guy that was at the goal line was throwing a nade and died throwing it, and the Semtex blows up and kills your teammate. That's just so unfortunate under those circumstances, and that is 2 scores Spectre probably could have had right now, but both get shut down. So maybe fortune not on your side, maybe just you know, bad luck is what it is, but a lot of overload left to play, so we'll see if they can lock it back in here. And so far it has been Scourge, I feel like, on the defensive more than not here. We'll see how clutch they can remain, and they got to be careful because it's just Light left last to try and defend here, and he's going to get poor timing, and this should be the guarantee now. Finally, third time's the charm. Spectre will equalize, and they're set up for the relay as well. Everybody on the side of Scourge spawning pretty far away. Carbos on the front end does get the first, but it's probably not going to be enough. I mean, you're getting absolutely surrounded off of spawn here. Skyline for the trade, bodies with the dunk, and that is 2 quick ones rolling through here. We'll see if they're able to find anything else. This is going to be a huge map to win. I mean, if you can win a respawn here, my faith in the Spectre has been restored. And it's going to be a good look so far for a third one here. They're set up for the spawn kills, and it's a 4 spree from Skyline. Cam on the doorstep. He's going to get another one. It's Skyline. Let's go to the Skyline Cam. What is he doing on the map right now? 6 spree for him. What a streak he's been on right now and still not done. Going for number 7. Does find it. No Hellstorm as of yet, but with this 8th one coming through right here, that's going to be the Hellstorm. The streak coming through, and the 4th one at halftime. And I'm not sure where this Spectre team was in the first map, but they have arrived. Took them a little longer than they probably would have liked, but a great opening half here, and the Hellstorm to boot for the insurance policy if we need to go later into this one in Scourge. I'm not sure what happened, but just had too many problems to deal with, it would seem. Not picking up the routes in time, just not winning as many gunfights as you once were, and maybe it was the AR map that helped you in the first one. Maybe the subs are coming out to play a little bit here in Skyline. You know, I called him out in the first map, having a poor performance. 15-6 right now. Doing his thing for Spectre. Tournament life on the line. We'll see if he can keep up this pressure, because it's one thing to start off hot in the first half, but you got to be able to close as well. I've seen time and time again, the lead's been blown from this position, especially on a map like this. So it's going to have to be 5 more solid minutes from Spectre, and off the opening break. Looks like they have a chance to do more of the same here. Lemur behind him, but will you be able to shut down the second? The answer is no. And that'll be a couple of kills falling your direction. Light, though, gonna get some poor timing on this player Couches. Cam trying to get lost. And he's gonna get another one for his efforts, so this play from Cam is gonna actually be super helpful, being so annoying, and he also has the Hellstorm to boot, so double up on the streaks if you are Spectre. And this is gonna be another 3 dead, possibly 4 here. And it will be, so chance for you to run, and you already have Lemur all the way in your base. Lead blocking for your squad. Now Now you have a chance to get another one here. Skyline and crew pushing forward, looking to get a couple more kills, and these should be yours. Skyline gets another one, and that'll be 4 dead, and I don't know what happened between map 1 and now, but that is going to be number 5. 10 spree for Cam as well, by the way. This has been an insane match to watch so far. And Scourge Academy, I mean, not to call out everybody on their team either, but Carbos and Quaza having some pretty poor maps as well. We'll see if they're able to find anything, but I believe the Hellstorm from Skyline is going to be raining down. Cam off screen, still on this spree. Gets a knife kill, I believe, as well. I'm not sure. Actually, that might have been bodies. Kill feed is Omega messed up, so hard to tell, and he's still rolling on 12. How many more is he going to be able to rack up on this one? 13, 14 for him, and the dunk to boot. The streak is finally over, but 14 kills in a row and a cap. And this might as well just be the map at this point. I mean, you still have 3 minutes to play, but it feels like this is just an insurmountable lead to come back from, especially with the momentum. Scourge looks like they will get a second one at the very least, and they still have plenty of time. You know, don't get it twisted. 3 minutes is still a lot of time, but it goes by faster than you think, and just the form that Scourge has been in this map doesn't give me too much credence to believe that they're going to be able to make it happen, but you never know. I've seen streaks pop out of nowhere. And Quazo, speaking of streaks, on a 5, going for 6, a little bit late on that turn and burn, not quite able to find it, but his teammates collect a couple here. But it's still, I mean, a long way to go. 2.5 minutes can feel like an eternity to defend, but the way Scourge is looking, it might not be that hard if they just keep winning the gunfights, because it's been basically just yellow this entire game in the kill feed. Skyline behind you as well. Looking to try and get involved. Actually, I think I read the minimap. That was Lemur trying to get involved. I really hate Godcaster, guys. It's 2 1s, a 2, a 3, a 200 and whatever on the side. I absolutely hate. One day they'll fix Godcaster and make my life so much easier. But until then, I'm just gonna keep tweaking over and over and rattle about nonsense that's not actually happening. Bodies almost gave him the wiggles there, but he will get shut down. That was a interesting gunfight. Now with about 1 minute and 30 on the clock, it's going to be tough for Scourge. I mean, you really have to score on this wave of kills here. If you get these 2 or 3 kills on the portal, you have a chance. And that's a good start, Pumice, with the rip with the Jaeger, going for the trade, but who else but Skyline or Lemur? See, I'm doing it still. I'm still doing it. Getting the kills, and I mean, Cam with the Hellstorm missile might not even need it, to be honest. And he's going to get the double kill inside. Oh, that is brutal. That is brutal stuff coming through. Scourge just not able to get a chance to get out of their base, and that should be the map here. 4 scores in a minute is just unlikely in Carbos. Oh, I feel you, buddy. Get bumped off the map, bud. It happens to the best of us. Oh, man. Scourge Academy. I don't know what more to say. Just a rough map for him. Which is kind of interesting, because it was so one-sided in the hardpoint. I thought maybe it was going to be the same here in the overload, but it was not to be the case. They are on the doorstep for a potential 3rd one here, but just good defense coming through from bodies and crew. They'll get 3 to shut it down, and you still have 2 more on the doorstep. Looking to try and find some more, and Cam, who else but Cam, to shut it down on the side here. Skyline for the cleanup, and that'll be it coming through, and we're going to need to see that second map of the den after all here. I wasn't sure if it was going to be required or not. You know, typically when I like to see the den gauntlet, it's usually not 3 straight dens in a row. I'd like them a little separated, you know, but we're going to need to see map number 4, and we'll see if Scourge Academy can answer back in a big way here, because I feel like that was an absolute message from Spectre in that one. They showed up to play. They know they didn't play very great in the Scar, and they showed up huge on this overload, just streaking multiple times in a row, and I'm curious how Scourge is going to respond to this one as well, because that was not exactly the best performance from a couple of different members who, you know, were having takeovers earlier, so maybe the steam's starting to run out, and not a good time to do so. You need to try and close them out here if you're Scourge. The more this gets out of hand, the more leeway you leave open, the more that Spectre is going to take advantage. And oh boy, they took advantage in that one, 6-2 in the end there, and a great map coming through, really from the whole team. I mean, it wasn't really like a weak link or like a takeover from like one particular person. I feel like, you know, Cam went on that insane spree. We saw Skyline in the first half absolutely take over. It slowed down a little bit on the second half, but yeah, just a great team effort from them, playing the objective better and just getting the kills. So they'll be up 2-1 in this one as we head to that Den HP here for map number 4. I don't really know what to expect because I don't know if it's, you know, maybe a thing where Spectres was just coming out cold in the first map, or if maybe that was just Scourge's map pick or something. But we're going to head to this hard point here in a second, and I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it should be an exciting one. We'll be right back with that one here in a bit. We are back with map number 4 here. I mean, Spectre Academy put on a show in that den there. We'll see if they can do the same thing in map 4 and send us to that third den or not. That's really going to be the question for me. It's going to be 3 dead for Spectre here, and now Scourge a chance to soak a decent amount of time to try and, more importantly, push through toward New. Lemur gets a pivotal kill on Old to try and stop the time from collecting. Life turn and quite literally burns you 5-0 from Life. The E-sub coming in and doing wonders for the Scourge right now, and we'll see if he's able to put his mark on the series and close it out in style. Should be able to get a freebie on 6 here. Now with just a couple kills off this Hellstorm missile, and this has been a great opening break for Scourge. Not only do you break the back some spawns, you get all the kills, all the hill time. And we'll see how much time they are going to be able to soak on this setup here. I feel like this has been a good opening look from the red team after a pretty disastrous overload, honestly. I feel like they everything that could have went wrong for you in that one. And no streaks from Life, but 45 seconds on the boards. You'll take it. Spawn's going to flip, though, and now a chance for Spectre to try and start collecting. Lemur, can you win the first one? No, you can't. Cam, low HP from the side door, and as quickly as they came, they fall. So not a whole lot of time going yellow there for the Spectres. Thought they may be able to collect a little bit of time after getting the clean kills, but it can be tough for sure. They're going to line up, though. Lyth with another double kill. Team kill rolling through as well, and it's just Scourge Academy early on. Rinse and repeat from the first map here. This is almost the exact same scoreline we had going to that Plain Hill on Scar. We'll see if Spectre can try and make a better effort on this one. I feel like, you know, they had a decent shot in the overload doing so, but HP is a little bit of a different story. Look at this positioning from Lyth. Somehow 2 ships in the night passing each other, and that lets Cam through, but Scourge able to make the break happen off of that. And looking to try and get back into the play, but it's a little too late, and his teammates are going to fall as well. So great stuff going in for Scourge Academy as they're going to get the break rolling through, but it's still pretty contested. Spawns are close enough for Spectre, and they have the rotation for P4 as well, but doesn't matter as much, I feel like, on this hill in particular. I feel like you can kind of hold from whichever side you want to, but when time starts to dwindle, that's when you really start to need to go, and, well, we're kind of at that point now with 25 on the clock, and still Scourge, I mean, spawning pretty far out. It's going to be a trek and a half to try and get toward new, and they've gotten shot down every single time they've tried to make something happen here, and it's just good looks from bodies on old. Lines them up, gets all 3 kills, and a 4th one as well. Great stuff from him. Just playing Guardian on old. And he lines them up again. Oh my god, almost got another double kill. Look at how much damage he was able to do. Cam just had to hit him with a bullet there. Despite the early start from Scourge, it will be Spectre holding the end of P3 and holding on to this time for the moment. The timing might be horrible here. You got number 6 toward top. Is he able to find anything? And, well, the answer is yes and no. He gets a kill before dropping. But Spectre, I mean, they have such close spawns. It's going to be difficult to try and break from the front here. You see the submachine guns just tearing you apart here. Cam still on the spree, making it 4 now. Lyth trying to put a mark on this hill here, but it's just the Cam show 4 in a row. Doing whatever he wants with his MPC in hand, and this is why it's beneficial to rotate to Money Hills here, guys. I mean, it was a pretty decent margin from Scourge to Spectre, but that has completely evaporated at this point. The rotation comes through, you hold the majority of this P4, and Cam is starting to heat up here. Double kill for him. Does drop a Skyline, should get the trade, and that is about as clean of a P4 as you can ask for. Spectre take the lead heading into P1, but if you remember back to the first rotation, this hill and the next, we're all Scourge here, so we'll see if that can remain to be the case. They're looking to try and make a bounce back happen, because you can start to feel the momentum shift, despite Lyth, you know, having a great map here. I mean, I feel like it's been neck and neck, back and forth here, and we'll see if Scourge is able to put a little bit more effort, a little bit more of a stamp on these next couple of hills here. We'll find out here in a second, but in the meantime, I'm curious what the comms are sounding like for the side of the Scourge here. Let's go into a listen, see how they're sounding.
Just slow down our trials. We're overchelling way too much.
Yeah. I'm gonna go right top.
I'm waiting for you guys.
One's our couches right now.
He's
He's pushing broken.
Yeah.
Body's one shot. Body's one shot. Nice.
Hey,
He's
we got
weak, he's
P2
trolling me.
spawns.
You.
Y'all
I'm
play
watching
that
you.
old?
Still you. Left side you, Cam.
Yo, we gotta rotate. We gotta rotate.
Hey,
Alright.
two push in front, P2 right now. You gotta play and pick that up.
I'm blowing roof.
I'm spawning Doge.
Weak on time. Skyline.
Almost. I'm
What?
playing your cross right now.
Couches.
Lemur last. Nice. They're gonna still be spawning your back probably.
Yeah, they're still.
Yeah,
back
they're
here.
in the back. They're in the back.
I'm nading
Yeah,
the
still
back.
spawning there. Still spawning there.
I'm nading couches.
I'm playing your back stairs. I got all back stairs.
I'm watching couches.
Alright.
Cam couches.
Couches. Yep.
One more. Dead.
Hey, play this slow.
Dead.
That's
Alright,
all.
should spawn here.
I'm
Yeah, I
picking up
spawned here.
P1.
Alright.
P1 dead.
I'm watching outer.
Nothing may cut. They're
Outer
heading front.
Dude, inner and outer. Two.
2 time, yeah.
Absolute two. One's couches.
Go new.
Other one's time.
Let's go new.
And that to listen in with the Scourge Academy there. I feel like, you know, they had that P2 in firm control, but then, you know, nobody blocking in the back. That spawn out happened. Spectre get a free pinch on the time, and I don't know if that would have mattered too much. You were losing some gunfights anyway, but it's those little things, those little mistakes that could end up costing you if you're not aware of the situation. And it has been a very back and forth map. It was Scourge at the start, but it has been all Spectre in the last few moments. We'll see if they can try and get this break on the P2, because all of Scourge are here. They're trying to lock it down, and they're going to get the first couple. So great stuff on the opening, and we'll see if the Scourge can make this hill their home. You know, they didn't have the rotation necessarily last time around. They were fighting from the front to try and get it done, and it could be a hard hill to try and break if you don't have the coordination on the nades, on the team shots coming through, and we'll see if they can get it done. Bodies and crew pushing forward here, and they're doing a great job holding, getting these crossfires from mid especially. The routes are coming in though. Spawns are going to flip. Spectre doing their due diligence, going all the way around, especially with the low time on the point, and they're going to get the spawns for P4 yet again. So Scourge maybe playing a little bit too frivolously, I would say, with some of those spawns in the last couple of moments here on the late P2, on the early P3 here. And we'll see if it ends up mattering as we go to a Money Hill, because this Spectre, I mean, this is really where they got most of their time in the first go-around, and it's going to be maybe more of the same, but Carbos has something to say about it. Gets a nice double kill for his efforts. Cam looking to try to shut it down, and he will. So Spectre, despite that attempt from Carbos, will break from the front, and now can potentially take the lead right on back here. Looking to try and find some more. His Cam toward outer, having himself a map, gets one, forces the team kill as well, and he is just trying to get this reload off for like the longest time, it feels like. We'll finally get it, and a 5 spree to boot. Cam, I mean, the MVP on this map for Spectre right now, going absolutely insane. But everybody is pulling their weight, I would say. You know, everybody with about equal time doing their thing as they have just been locking it down. It'll be the P3, or this third rotation, I should say. Third set of rotations coming through here, and we are basically all tied up going into this one. Nice route coming in from Lemur. I'm not sure if it's going to find a whole lot here, but it should at the very least block the spawns, and that's really all you need on this hill. Carbos, though, he's able to get a couple of kills here. Quaza chiming in for the third, and despite Scourge spawning out, I mean, we saw them hold this from either angle the first time around, and they've done a great job on this P1 in particular. This has probably been the best hill I've seen on this map from them. How long can you hold it, though? You got Skyline above you. He's able to get the first, and 3 now falling. Leaves Quaza in a rough situation, but he is still alive on this spree. Doing his thing, trying to get them off the point, but it's not that easy. You gotta try and chime in with your teammates. 6 spree before he's finally cleaned up, and that's gonna lead to the 3 down. Make it 4 as Life chimes in for a double of his own, but the spawn's still not flipping here. I mean, you still gotta try and push through toward new if you're Scourge here. You don't really want to give them the back. I mean, I guess you could hold it from either angle, but it's still more difficult to hold it on that side, and you see a lot of these kills coming through don't end up mattering as much just because of the way the spawns are working. You're not really playing your positioning as well as you possibly could, but I mean, you're just winning everything at the moment, so it might not matter in the end. You got a couple of players pinching from the front now. Cam looking to try and get involved with Lemur from the side door, and just like that, I mean, the break comes on in. Quaza in the back, the only one to spawn out here, and he is quickly dealt with. So, I mean, Spectre, they deal with the pressure. They stay alive in the back. You pinch the hill. Good looks from them, but they're going to have to try and win some gunfights from the front because Life and Moss trying to cause something to happen here. Skyline runs out of bullets. Pistol is out. Oh my god, Thomas. Nice shots there. Turning and burning. Scourge, you can't win it here. You're gonna have to rotate toward new, and Life letting them know about it, having himself a map. Haven't really talked about him a ton, but 37 and 25. Looking to try and close this one out here, but it's gonna have to be that P3 rotation coming up. Carbos wins a huge one on the hill as well. It's just gonna be Skyline toward mid, and he should get traded here in a moment. So 10 seconds now, really all that's required. Well, 15, I guess, is all that's required to try and shut this one down, and Bodies finds the first. Still a possibility for you to push, and Bodies with the second one lines him up here. Doesn't need to rush here. Just needs to take his time, wait for his teammates, but he'll do it himself. Why not? Has the gauntlet on. Maybe a little bit of an ego chow coming through here, as that's gonna lead to a couple of kills. Thought he had the timing window, but not to be. Cam, the last one alive, and this should be Scourge now closing it out. It's gonna be one last wave of kills to try and shut them down. You got Palmas in the corner here. It's gonna be Skyline, the only one that can touch with Cam, and they are going to get cleaned up. And Scourge Academy moving on to losers round 3 here to play Sentinels. They got a little hairy there toward the end. I feel like Spectre starting to make that comeback, but it didn't end up happening. Lyth goes absolutely massive in the end of that map number 4, and it will be the side of the Scourge moving on to play, I believe, the number 1 seed in the tournament as well in the losers round 3, which is not something you would expect. The 3 and the 1 seed playing in losers 3 here, but that's what we got for us coming up here in a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be covering that one. I think I'm going to be covering the winners finals match here in a little bit, so stay tuned for that one. I'm probably going to end the stream, maybe restart it here in a little bit, but I mean, we'll take one last look at how the series panned out here. That's the box score, and a couple of decisive maps one way or the other. The overload for the Spectres, the hardpoint in the first map from Scourge, and a couple of close ones in the search and the HP, but it was Scourge getting it done here in 4, moving on, and we'll see if they're able to make that run or not. They got to play maybe an angry Sentinels after that loss in the upper bracket, so appreciate you guys coming out in the chat. I'll be back for the second match of the night. I do believe it's going to be that winners finals one, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. That one should be a banger as well. I'm not going to lie. That one I'm excited to cover as well. So we'll see you guys back here in just a bit. And yeah, enjoy some food in the meantime or something. Get some water. Treat yourself. See you in a bit.
Every day they clocking me, red alert, I'm the dangerous, I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no trouble, I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit, the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, masking, casual. Shit that I can't even remember, bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December, I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals, it's them or us, it's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bum money, we doing this shit for free. If he told her that ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If I miss ain't going to sleep, I'm in the streets, we play for keys. 2011. August 11th, R.I.P.O.D. August 9th, 2 days before, I turned 17, 21 to 45. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? You fighting an armed robbery, shorty. That's what they offer. My little brother getting big, my uncle got that cough again. He been smoking crack since I was born, that one be smoking him. I used to stay up late at granny crib just to talk to him. When I was locked up, I knocked